Okay, so the next thing I want to teach you guys how to do is how to record a cue. So what is a cue? A cue is essentially when something happens on stage. So, like for Aladdin, we had lots of different lighting cues. So when the genie came on, we usually used purple. So we have a nice purple. And then maybe when he left, we changed it to just regular stage lighting. So every single cue in a show gets recorded ahead of time so that when I'm going through and I just want to go through the show and we're actually performing, all I have to do is hit go. So we're going to learn how to record first. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to come over here to these buttons. You're going to hit record. You're going to hit cue. Then you're going to hit your cue number. So say you want to record cue number 5. I'll hit record cue 5, enter. Now I'm not going to do that because I'm not actually ready to record. So what I have to do first is I have to go over here and bring my lights on. So let's say I just want full stage lights. I'm going to bring up my full stage lights. And that's going to be my cue 5. I also want to add in some face light and maybe a little bit of green. Say it's a forest scene, okay? So then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to record my cue 5. So I'm going to go to record. I'm going to go to cue. I'm going to go to 5. Then I'm going to hit enter. Then you're going to notice, you're going to come over here. This says warning. Do you want to overwrite this cue? That means that there's already a cue 5 that exists. If I do want to overwrite it, then I will select overwrite. If I don't want to, then I can come over here and hit clear, never mind, which is what I'm going to do. Sometimes you have to hit things several times. Once this clears out, it tells me, okay, we're good to go. So let's say that was the wrong cue. So instead, it's supposed to be 55. Oops. So I'm going to come here. I'm going to go to record. Cue 55, enter. Notice that thought for a second, then it went away. That means it was successful. Okay? Now if I want to see my cues, I can click cue. And I'm going to see all of those come up here. And if I want to go down, I can scroll through these. So I'm going to go down and I'm going to see, did my cue 55 record? Oh, it sure did. And there it is. So for Aladdin, we had all the way through 49. So this is an extra cue here. So this is how you can go through and look at your cues. So I know that I have 49 and then I also have a 55. Now if I want to delete that, so let's say I don't actually want that, I can come down and then I can go see where these little lines are. So this is my enter. I'm going to click on it and I'm going to hit delete cue. Do I want to delete it? Yeah, I actually don't need that cue. So I'm going to hit yes. And notice that cue is now gone. So that's how you record a cue. Now remember, you have to make sure that the stage lights look like you want them to look before you hit record. And then you can always go back and check. So now I want to go through and check my cues for the show. So to do that, I'm going to bring all of these down. I'm going to make sure both of these are up. So where it says A and B and go and load, I'm going to bring those up. I'm then going to hit load. I'm going to know that it's going to be in my cue because if you look on the computer screen here, it says, okay, Q3 is loaded for some reason. All right. And over here, it also has Q3 loaded. So you're going to see the same things over here. So let's say I want to load Q1. So I'm going to go to Q1, enter. And then I'm going to hit go. When I hit go, look at what happens to the stage. I'm going to hit go again. It's changing my lights with my pre-programmed cues. So I can go through and I can program all the cues that I want and record them. And then all I have to do is load those and then hit go. So it's pretty nice. Another cool feature, if I'm in the middle of a show and maybe something goes wrong and I miss a cue, I can always just do a quick blackout. So there's a button over here that says blackout. See that button? So maybe I messed up and there's supposed to be a blackout. I can just hit that and watch what happens. Everything goes black except for the work lights. So we still have work lights on backstage, but it will go black. And then I can bring it back on, and there we go. So that's how you record a cue and how you load those cues if you wanted to perform a show and play your cues back to you. And then you just usually go through, and as the show goes, you hit go, and everything you need to happen will happen on stage. And that's how you record and go through your cues.